Was good, was good. So, you want to learn how to increase your credit score 50 plus points? I'm going to show you the secret sauce. And if you stay to the end, I'm going to give you two primary accounts where you can add on your credit report that will allow you to backdate history. So, let's get right into it. See you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the #1 credit educational channel. Hey, my name is Dave. I'll show you how to remove things off your credit report and how to build relationships with banks so you can get high limit credit cards. Also, in today's lesson, I'm gonna go over how to increase your credit score 50 plus points. But I'm gonna show you how to do it even more and how to get more points. So let's get right into it. So you got to understand the 5 factors of your credit score to increase your credit score, right? So when it comes to lending decisions and everything like that, most banks look at the FICO 8. So I'm gonna go over the FICO 8 score model, right? So the highest credit score you can have is an 850, right? And the lowest credit score you can have is a 300. So what I mean by that is once you understand the 5 factors, you can see how you can basically increase your credit score in each area so you can get to your ultimate goal. If that's to buy a house, if that's to buy a car, or if that's to get personal business funding, right? So what you want to do is understand the 5 factors. And once you understand the 5 factors, you'll be able to increase your credit score. So FICO 8, right? Like I was saying, the I have is 850. And the lowest credit is a 300. So will give you 550. So once you understand that, now you'll be able to understand how you can increase your credit score in each area. But the first thing you got to do is download your credit report and see what is missing, what you got to do to improve in each area to get to your ultimate score. And once you get to your ultimate score, you'll be able then to get to where you want to be. So once you download your credit report, I have a link in the description where you can download your credit report for $1, right? But once you understand what's going on your credit report, you'll be able then to increase your credit score. So the 5 factors, right? Payment history is 35% of your score. So 35%, 35% of 550, right, is 192.5, right? Points you can play with. You can do the calculation, right? So once you understand that you have 192.5 points, right, when it comes to your credit score, then you can now say that, all I got to do is make sure I pay my payments on time. But 192.5 plus 300, you still have bad credit. So payment history, not just paying your bills on time, is going to have you good credit. So make sure you always pay your bills on time. Don't ever miss a payment. If you got to pay the minimum payment, just make sure you make the minimum payment, because if you miss one payment, 35% is a huge chunk of your credit score. So once you miss one payment, that's when you see your credit score decrease. So that's the payment history part. So that's one of the 5 factors. The second 5 factor, right, comes to actually increasing your credit score is utilization, right? So let me put that down. Utilization. So that's 30% of your score, right? So 30% of 550 is 165 points, right? So now you have 165 points to play with. I already showed you have 192.5. Now you have 165 points. So once a lot of people been told that credit cards are the devil and stuff like that, but once you add a credit card or a store card or any type of revolving account on your credit report, you will instantly see that your credit score will jump, because this is one of the major factors when it comes to the FICO 8, right? When you add a credit card and you have multiple credit cards, you will now see that your credit score will increase. I said I was going to show you how to do 50 points, but I'm showing you how to do more than 50 points, right? So one of the things you want to do is add a credit card to your actual account, and you will now see how you can increase your credit score. So another big key, right, when it comes to increasing your credit score, right, is that your credit score is average age. So age is 15% of your score. So 15% of 550, right, is 82.5, I believe. So 15% of 550 is 82.5. So average age just come with time when it comes to credit. But like I said, if you stay to the end, I'm gonna give you two primary accounts where you can add history to your credit report, right? So 82.5 you have to play with when it comes to your average. But that just come with the youngest account you have to the oldest account, right? And they average it out. So it just comes with time when it comes to increasing your credit score in this area. The longer you have your accounts, the more, age you will get and the higher your credit score will be in this area, right? So if you miss a payment, it's not going to affect the utilization part or the average age. But if you have, when it comes to the utilization part of your credit score, make sure, I forgot to tell you, make sure you stay under 10%. A lot of people say stay at 30% is okay, but 30% is average, and you don't want to be average. If you stay between the 2 to 7% mark, right, when it comes to utilization, you will see a better increase in your credit score. So what I mean by that is, if you have a $1,000 revolving credit card and you stay below $100, that's 10%, right? So if you stay at $70, from $20 to $70, just make sure you pay your bills make sure you know that actual statement date and the report date, right? So you can stay below the 10% mark. So just make sure you do that. I forgot to say that. But when it comes to average age, it just comes with time to increase your credit score, right? I just showed you how to increase your credit score in 3 different ways. The fourth different way when it comes to your credit is credit mix, right? So you want to make credit mix is 10% of your score. So 10% of 550 is what? 55 points. So right there, that shows you how you can increase your credit score. I just gave you what I said, 50 points. Right here is 55 points, but I showed you how to do 195, 192.5, 165, 82.5. And this is now 55 points you can play with when it comes to credit mix. But when it comes to credit mix, you want to make sure you have you want to make sure you have revolving accounts, and you want to make sure you have installment accounts. I'm sorry if I'm going a little bit fast, but I'm just giving you enough information so you can increase your credit score, right? So when it comes to credit mix, like I said, revolving accounts. When it comes to revolving accounts, you want to make sure you have a store card. You want to make sure you have a regular store bank card, right? A regular Visa, MasterCard, or Discover card. Also, you want to make sure you have charge cards, right? That's with Amex. So those 3 different type of revolving accounts you want to have on your credit report to increase your credit score when it comes to the credit mix. Also, when it comes to installment accounts, you want to make sure you have a personal loan, a student loan. You don't got to have a student loan, but those are the different type of installment accounts you can have to increase your credit score. So a personal loan, student loan, auto loan, a house loan. Those are the different type of accounts you can have that will be a credit mix that will increase your credit score and fluctuate, right? And the last factor, right? The last 5 of your credit score, the FICO, right, is new accounts, hard inquiries, however you want to call it. So that's another 10%, and that's 55 points. So by you just adding new accounts on your credit report, and by you, of course, it's going to affect your average age and stuff like that, but by you adding, it's helping your credit score as well when it comes to the FICO. So a lot of people, when they see that they add stuff, they look at Credit Karma. Credit Karma is just educational purposes only when it comes to your credit score. You don't want to look at that. The FICO, www.creditchecktotal.com, will give you your overall FICO 8 score that what most banks look at. A lot of banks have FICO 9, FICO 10, but most banks have, FICO 9, right? Most banks have FICO 8. So this is the model, 850 to 300, 550 points, 850 being the highest. So this is what most banks look at. Your real score will be on Credit Check Total or My FICO, right? When it comes to your credit score. But you want to understand the 5 factors. When you add a new account, you're basically helping your credit score as well. Just don't go out there adding a whole bunch of accounts. But if you're just starting, you might as well go ahead and start adding. So by the time you're 30 or something, you have like 10 years of history when it comes to your actual account. So go ahead, and I hope this gives you a lot of information. I'm gonna give you the two primary accounts. I can basically add history. So two primary accounts, right? If you're renting right now, Rent Reporters and Rental Karma. So when it comes to Rent Reporters, right, they will add, if you've been living at your apartment for the last 2 years, they will add 24 payments on your credit report for just, it depends on, they got like different specials, but if you just go on their website, you'll be able to see. And Rental Karma the same way, they will add history to your credit report. So now 24 plus 24, that's 48 months of history. And if you've been living there even longer, they'll add that actual date. So now it looks like it'll help that factor in on the average age part of your credit score. So I hope that helps you out. I hope that gives you enough information to increase your credit score. A little bit of sauce of how you can do this. I'm breaking down, I'm giving you a video every single day on how you can improve your credit score, how can you remove things off your credit score, how you can build relationships with banks so you can get high limit credit cards and whatever else you need. So if you love this information, if you want more topics, just click the like and subscribe button, drop some questions in the comments, and I'll answer them, and I'll basically make videos about whatever you want to learn. If it's about bank products and stuff like that, I'll give you some information. So, and if you need help with anything, just like I said, just put it in the comments, and I'll just give you some information on how you can improve your credit score and how whatever you need to do to get to where you want to be. So this ain't gonna work unless you work. I gave you the 5 factors on how you can increase your credit score, which is payment history, utilization, average age, credit mix, and new accounts. Those are the 5 factors of your credit. Once you understand the 5 factors and how you can improve your credit score, you'll be able to get to your ultimate journey to where you want to be. If that's a new house, if that's a new car, red seats, if that's personal business funding, $50,000 to $100,000, you just got to know where you just got to know where to go to get this type of stuff. So I'll be breaking them down in each video. So hit the like and subscribe. I'll see you on the other side of good credit. And remember, you're only one deletion away to get into your ultimate score. So see y'all.